Hello everybody, welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host, John Maffio, and today's featured movie is Tusk, directed by Kevin Smith, also starring Justin Long, Michael Parks, Genesis Rodriguez, a couple other people who you might know when you see the movie, which I can't spoil right now, and Haley Joel Osment, one of the biggest child stars ever, suddenly making a comeback in movies. Strange. It's about a podcaster who has a podcast called The Nazi Party. Not Nazis, like not C. Yeah, I know, it's weird. But it's an ongoing joke in the movie. And Justin Long basically goes to weird places and interviews these weirdos of America, and then gets information and then tells Haley Joel Osment, his partner, about what happens when he goes. And that's what the podcast is essentially about. So, Justin Long goes to Canada, and when his client goes rogue, he has to find another person to talk to, and he finds this weird older man in a mansion who has an abundance of stories about his sea voyages. And you find out that this old guy is actually a little weird in the head, and he likes to turn his victims into walruses, including poor Justin Long. This movie is very bizarre, it's very strange. It's got very horrific elements that are terrifying, but it's also an oddly, strangely humorous movie that has jokes that work and other jokes that don't work. But it's a movie that, personally, I didn't like. I thought it was stupid overall, and I have a lot of problems with the movie, but there are aspects to be found that are really brilliant and crazy in a very cinematic way. So let me discuss the good things about Tusk first. The acting all around is really good. Justin Long always puts in a very solid performance. He has charisma, and he really plays a jerk in this movie, and he convincingly plays this jerk. Haley Joel Osment doesn't have much to do, but it's cool to see him in the movie. There's a guy in this movie who I'm not going to spoil, but you know who he is under a lot of makeup, but when you know who he is, he gives a good performance too, although it is a really strange part of the movie in general. My biggest surprise is Genesis Rodriguez, who I thought was terrible in most of the movies she's been before this one, but she actually pulls in a great performance here. Finally, in my opinion, the main star of the movie, Michael Parks, who plays a serial killer who turns people into walruses. Such a strange concept, but he really has fun with the role, and you could tell that he had some of the most fun on the set, being this crazy motherfucking guy. I enjoyed some of the jokes to be had in the movie, even though I think more missed than hit. When they hit, they really hit hard, and some parts of this movie are unintentionally funny, and I think the unintentional laughter is actually a good thing, because I had a good time watching this movie. And finally, the creature design for said walrus, because somebody becomes a walrus in this movie. But when you get the initial reveal of the walrus, it's truly shocking, terrifying, and downright creepy, because I've never seen anything like this before in a movie before. It was extremely bewildering to see that creature design just like right in front of your eyes. You're like, oh shit. And then after the initial shock wears down, you become used to the look of the said walrus, and you're like, it kind of becomes laughable and stupid after a while, because the scenes that forego after said initially shocking scene becomes redundant and just really funny, honestly, in not the good way. Creature design and makeup effects though, solid. Everything else was just strange. The whole movie is strange, and I feel like some people will enjoy it a lot more than others. It's one of those bipolar movies where people will like it or not. If you're into Kevin Smith's type of humor and his type of filmmaking, then you will. The movie is very well directed. The movie does have a nice pace for the most part, and then towards the middle, when you get introduced to this one character who I can't spoil, it just slows down so quickly. There's one particular scene with this said character that goes on forever, and they throw heavy exposition at you with information you already knew prior to the scene, and it goes on for like 5, 6, feels like 15 minutes, probably more, and I felt like I wanted to stab myself for this one scene. I'm like, just end already and move on. Pick it up a little bit, damn it. I did enjoy little nuances that create backstory and subtext relating to real life issues and situations that happen between people, but the actual movie, the concept of a guy turning into a walrus is so strange. And I was still behind this movie. I'm like, this sounds so weird. And I was with it for a while, and then it just lost me, unfortunately. You know, if you enjoy that weird shit, then I do recommend it, because you will definitely not forget this movie. Even if you find it as dumb as I thought, you will not forget it. I'm not forgetting this movie and the way that walrus looked anytime soon. It's an image that will stay with me for a long time. I'm not saying Tusk is a bad movie. I'm saying Tusk is a bizarre film that does deserve attention and recognition for being as weird as it is. I would love a sequel to be about penguins, though. Or lions. Like, turn a person into a lion. That would be awesome. Turn a person into a great white shark. A human shark. I just tried picturing that in my head and it made me laugh. I'm sorry. Turning the tables to you guys, though. Have you seen Tusk? Is it anywhere near you playing in theaters? If you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it, please, in the comments down below. Are you interested or not? I also want to know from you guys, if you could be transformed from a crazy serial killer into any animal in this universe, what would it be? If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel so you'll never miss a video from me ever again. I am John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'll see you guys next time.